Hello, I'm Andy, and I'm going to read to you a program called Tarot Monthly Horoscope for February 2019, and this is for you coming from Gemini. So let me shuffle my cards, and the first card that I pull will be to do with your first 15 days of February, and I'm going to tackle your job area for you coming from Gemini. So let's see what happens for you, and it's a great card, yes. The first 15 days of February give you many opportunities in your job area. That's what we're talking about with this card. Try to apply for a new job if you want, and you'll find many opportunities of progressing well even in the job you have. So promotions or more money are very possible. Give it your best. First 15 days are supporting your job area very well. Work hard and show your bosses that you are very sincere. Next card I'm going to pull is about business. And look at this card. It's all about collecting money. So you're going to, in business, be collecting money or making it or somehow having it. So go all out in the first 15 days, you coming from Gemini. Make your very good contacts, and you're going to be lucky for the first 15 days of February in the area of business. Go hunting for it. Attract business partners as well. Now I'm going to talk to you about romance for the first 15 days, you coming from Gemini. And let's see what the card says. And this is not a good card. In your area of romance, problems are coming up more and more. They are multiplying, differences of opinion. And you have to be careful. The foundation shown on this card is that your romance is not very stable. And so differences can come about very easily. Also, you have to be careful, you coming from Gemini, that this card it's not a card that breaks up things. It's a card that creates problems. So tell yourself, in this first 15 days of February, I'm not going to bring up issues that are thorny and that upset me and upset my romance partner as well. And then you'll be able to control this card. So it's a tough card. You'll have to work very hard to keep the peace. But you're going to make it. As long as you, especially if I remember, don't argue. Now I'm going to pull a card about your marriage for the first 15 days. And this is a good card. Your marriage is going to be very stable. So long term, very good. Short term things like romance, a bit problematic. So long term marriage seems to be very stable. Yes, it's a card that's showing rain and things like that. So it's not sunshine card, but it's a good enough card to progress and to bond and to have a good marriage stability. So that's good. Now I'm going to the last 13 days or so, because February has only 28 days. The last 13 days, and I'm going to talk to you about your job, you coming from Gemini. Now this is a very bad card. It's a card of entanglement. It says you could be saying the wrong things and doing the wrong things in your job area. And watch out, you can be out of money, so you could lose a job or you could get news of losing a job. Either way, it's a down card and it's a downer. And so I will say that financially or in any way, don't expect more money, don't expect a promotion. Work as hard as you can just to keep the job and keep your status. So last 13 days, not good for job. Let's see what it does for you in business. Last 13 days. It's a good card. It says plenty of offers in terms of business are coming your way. But there is here the sign of the planet Mars, and that's what I don't like, because that says you could be made to be over daring and to go for situations in business because of your determination. But ask yourself, are you in financially a good state to go for that? The ego will say yes, but the bank account may say no. So listen more to your bank account. That's what business is all about. So many opportunities are coming your way. And if you can take the trouble to research things, then go ahead. If you feel that it might be beyond you, don't waste your time. Sometimes we chase for a new business, we spend money. When we get it, then we don't know what to do with it because we don't have the funds to carry on the plans. So it's a very tricky card, I would say. Be careful. Now let me talk to you about your romance in the last 15 days. for you coming from Gemini. It's a terrible card in the last 15 days. It says now things can go to breaking point. Secrets are popping up, the card says. So news is coming which you don't like. Make sure the news is not about you. If it's the news, bad news that you find that your romance partner has been doing things, well, you can either forgive or you can get very tough about it. If you value the romance partner, try not to go the whole way of wanting to be pushy. Tell yourself, give it a chance, listen to the problem. So this is a problematic card that can stretch your romance to breaking point, let me tell you. It's a nasty card. Let me talk about your marriage. And that's for the last 13 days for you coming from Gemini. The marriage seems to be all right. There's only some issue about gossip, let me put it that way, some gossip. So stay away from anything to do with gossip where your marriage is concerned. Don't want to encourage it. And if your wife brings up something about what she heard, or if your husband brings up about something what he heard, just quieten down about it. Apart from that, it's a Venus card. And it's a card that says that, well, you are listening to me, that you could be very happy and bring good news for your family. So something good is happening for you to make your family happy in your marriage area. But also be careful that something of a secretive nature can be a problem. All right, now I'm going to talk to you about your health for the whole month of February for you coming from Gemini. This is a problematic card. The planets here lead me to believe that your glands may have glandular problems. The major glands, I would say for a man, the prostate gland. For the woman, it would be the ovaries, and then the pancreas gland, and then the thyroid gland. So if there is some problems, these glands could be creating the problem. Glands are very sensitive organs in us. They accept trouble that we may be in, even depression. And they can again, at the same time, bring aggression as well to make you overly want something. So if you feel that way, it could be the glands giving you problems. Now I want to pull a card to talk to you about your lucky ages for you coming from Gemini. It's a beautiful card, and it's with the planets here. I would say that if you happen to be the ages of 15 or 24 or 33 or 42 or 51 or 60 or 69 or 78, you're going to be one very lucky person in the month of February. You're going to beat the odds, and you'll do very well in any of the areas, not every area, but any one of these areas or two areas, you will do very well. Well, if you're not of these ages, then you'll have to have a 90-minute session with me, and that will cost you USD 50, and I will tackle your next 7 or 8 or 9 years, and that'll be based on your date of birth, your time of birth, and looking at your palms. In the meantime, here are your lucky dates, D-A-T-E-S. And it's a card of Uranus and Saturn. So the dates that come to mind would be the 5th, the 14th, and the 23rd. Very powerful dates. They smack of money, or they smack of good luck, or they could be finding a person in a romance or in a marriage area who would be financially doing very well. So it's a very good card if you're of this date, in these dates for you coming from Gemini. Bookmark these dates, look your best, go to places where you can contact people who can help you in every area. Now I will talk to you about your lucky colors. And this card says is the color of white. Well, white is a color after all. Some say it's the absence of darkness, that's why, never mind. So white, wear plenty of white for this month of February, and you will be attracting many planets who will give you. One of these planets says that financial possibilities, if you wear white, would be very good for you. It opens doors to new ventures. Now I will talk to you about your lucky direction for you coming from Gemini. The direction I will choose from here, I'm going to go for northeast, which is always the direction of growth for you, that is in Gemini. So I'm going to say face northeast when you want to make your desires in a wish, or if you want to concentrate or focus, or if you need this energy from the universe, face northeast and you'll be able to get plenty of advice. Well, that's the month for you. As I said, I have a 90-minute session, and I will talk to you about your next 7, 8 or 9 years. I'll give you your lucky colors, your lucky days, your lucky gemstones, your lucky directions, a lot of information, and so that you can get your next 7, 8 or 9 years as perfectly poised to make them your best. Well, I'll give you my Facebook address as well. It's Andy, A-N-D-I, .singh, S-I-N-G-H, .9, the number 9, andy.singh.9, and you'll be able to communicate with me on Facebook as well. It was good talking to you. I wish you the best of the month of February 2019. Thank you and goodbye.